to be the charming MC, and I've just been upstaged on the first step, so, whatever. Can I get a round of applause for Joe and the entire venue, please? We're going to have some open mic readers now. For those of you who are reading on the open mic, the rules are pretty simple. In the spirit of Shelley, it's going to be a very hard 5 minutes. Please don't prattle on too much. There's awards or prizes for those who read a Shelton poem well, those who read a poem in the style of Shelton, and those who read a poem dedicated to Shelton. So if you're doing any of those, please say this is why I'm doing it. Aside from that, enjoy yourself.
Patrick, I'm assuming that's you. Patrick, is that you, Patrick? Patrick is going to read for us now. Please read. Welcome Patrick Boyle to the stage. Big round of applause. Go.
I have the voice to do Nebuchadnezzar.
That's my bad. That's right. What?
But I'm not going to do that tonight.
What?
Because Kerry did a perfect rendition of it. I'm going to read a poem for my sons. I go to a different garden than the one you will go to pick my flowers. You see, my flowers are not filled with pollen, but with fickle dreams, whose nectar is plucked by nightmare screams. I go to a soil that is chosen by the fragrance of forget-me-nots, and I go to the garden to hear the rhapsody of the violets, the awesome power of insistent insects chanting to their private muse in triolets. Also in my garden, beneath the oleander bush, with my hands I muckle and rake the ravaging of earth, make a bed for my weary head, a place where I can lie in dreaming. And in my garden, in the mornings, the gods puff mightily with great swaths of mist, and the sun comes leaping over the mountains, skipping over the hills, till eventually the sun tires, sliding like the yolk of an egg through the edge of the sky. And often when I wander in my garden, where leaves are etched in autumn, how come it is that we can't manage to forget the children in the face of all-consuming death? Forget the flowers of a child's eyes and the wild anemones of their hands. I go to a different garden than yours, to assuage my fears by the statement that beauty continually makes in the form of a flower, for I must be able to touch that flower, because only then can you build the foundation for a dream. But if, my boys, as a last message, I could persuade you to search for beauty, and you should find it, don't clasp it like an heirloom to your breast. For like a bee, beauty hovers endlessly across the flowers, spreading pollen upon other people's hours.
Next up,
Lyn. Yeah. Well, then Lyn gets a massive round of applause. It's Lyn, everyone.
I'm going to do one. I only need one. My first memory of Shelton was at the organ factory in Clifton Hill, and I was with a fellow poet, and he said, "That's Shelton, Lee." And Shelton wandered across the stage and just kept going and fell off the other side.
The organ factory was in South Yarra.
It was good looking though. Me and Ben, my son Ben is, Shelton is my son Ben's godfather. Our nickname for Shelley was 9/10. 9/10 fiction. Love Shelley. This poem is called Going by Feet, and it's Steve Master and I walked from Brunswick to Eaglemont one time to a reading at Shelley's shop, and this poem is called Going by Feet. Walking by the water, walking by the Merry Creek, tree-lined Alphington and Yarra Bend, APM across the street. We're going to Heidelberg, we're going by feet. At the bookshop in Eaglemont, violins are playing. A woman at the bus stop, what more can you ask, she's saying. 2 moons is a theory, the wise Merlin said, but one flew away, or maybe disappeared. He couldn't find the pages, it wasn't yet a book. What's his last name, he asked me. Is he reading his own words? Didn't say he was a poet, just told me he sold books. Cork shot bottle, fast champagne, bubbled down the stairs. For a ticket in the glass you can taste the French. Don't you love the way water changes and flows upstream, backwards, coming forward? See the world from upside down, it makes more sense. Razor wire strung across a falling down fence. The grass is underwater, mud can't swim. I'm standing on the stairs now, looking outside in.